For your chance to win the WWE Royal Rumble 2014 DVD or Blu-ray, watch the video until the end to find out how to win. Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video, and today I'm doing my first Wrestlemania 30 match prediction, and this is for the pre-show match for Wrestlemania 30, and this match is for the WWE Tag Team Championships. It includes the Usos, who are the current Tag Team Champions, Los Matadores, Rybaxel and Curtis Axel, called Rybaxel, and Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro, who of course are the real Americans. This match is for the WWE Tag Team Championships, and in this video I'm going to say and predict who I think is going to win and the reason why I think they are going to win. As always, can we get 75 likes on this video? It would be absolutely incredible. I'd love to get 75 likes, but what I'd also love is if you comment on this video who you think is going to win. You can also like the comments in the comment section, because I'll post like this comment if you think the Usos are winning, like this comment if Los Matadores are winning, and I want you to thumb them up as well so I can get an idea of what you guys or who you think is going to win this match. Get you guys involved, share this video on Twitter, Facebook, everything like that. It's a good time. I predict every WrestleMania 30 match. I always predict every pay-per-view match, so subscribe as well. You're really in the right place. If you're looking forward to WrestleMania 30 and want to get even more excited, watch all my match predictions. It's bound to get you excited and interested in all the matches. So for the WWE Tag Team Championship match on the pre-show at WrestleMania 30, I do predict that the Usos are retaining their WWE Tag Team Championships. Now, there is various reasons why I do think that the Usos are keeping those straps at WrestleMania 30. For a start off, the Usos are faces. They are the good guys. They are the baby faces. And usually, on a pre-show, the baby faces always seem to win. It's a rarity for heels to win on the pre-show, especially at a big pay-per-view like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, or the Royal Rumble. You usually, almost always, even any pre-show, especially the top 4 pay-per-views, you always have the baby faces win. I always say this on every pre-show match prediction, and the main reason you do this is because if you have the good guys win on the first match of the show, then most fans will be happy that their favorite won. They'll be like, yes, my favorite superstar or superstars won. I'm happy. I'm happy with the first match. Why don't I just go and buy the pay-per-view? It's bound to be good. It's already got off to a good start because my favorite won, because they're a face. They're more likely to have more fans. They're the good guys. If they win, you're more likely to buy the show. I mean, come on, you're going to like them guys. It's the good guys winning, so you're like, yeah, I'll just buy the show anyway. I'm bound to have some more fan favorites win. So basically, if the baby faces win on the pre-show, it leaves a good taste in the mouth of fans, because their faces won, the good guys won the first match, so you're more likely to buy the pay-per-view. Maybe if a bad guy win on the pre-show, you're like, nah, I'm not too happy about that, I won't buy the pay-per-view because it might not be good. But if the good guys win on the first match on the pre-show, then you're more likely to buy it. So for a money standpoint, they usually put the faces to win, and of course, the Usos are the faces in this match. Of course, Los Matadores are the faces, but of course, the Usos are way more likely to win than Los Matadores. But you've got to consider the Usos are faces, so it is likely they will win. Also, you've got to consider that this match has had hardly any build towards it, and of course, it's a championship match. A match with any build is usually quite disappointing, but especially a championship match. If a championship match has hardly any build towards it, for a start off, it has no legitimacy to it. It just doesn't feel like a championship match. It doesn't feel like a prestigious match. So is this really the match you want to change the titles on? It's not really going to feel special if you change the titles in a match which hasn't had any build towards it. It doesn't feel special, this match, whatsoever. Why would you change the titles on a match which really doesn't feel special in the first place? It would be kind of a waste to throw the titles away to some new people like Cesaro and Swagger, when the match itself really doesn't feel special and it's more of a throwaway match. If it was built better, you would change the titles, but it really hasn't been built whatsoever. I honestly can't recall any build on Raw or SmackDown towards this match, so is this really the match you're going to change the titles when there's really been no excitement towards it? There's nothing going in towards it, so there's really probably going to be nothing going out towards it. So we're going in there with no excitement. there's no point even trying to give us excitement at the end of the match because it's already a dead match before it's even started. Why waste your time changing the titles on a match which doesn't feel exciting or special whatsoever? Also, this is the Usos' first tag team championships. Obviously, their first tag team championship came after 4 years of being in the WWE. They've only had them titles, I believe, 2 weeks after Elimination Chamber. So they've already only had these titles for around a month. They've waited 4 years for this championship. Are the WWE really going to make them lose this after waiting 4 years to pick up them titles? Are they really going to make them lose them on their first pay-per-view match? Are they really going to only give them a 4-week title reign? Absolutely no. The Usos are probably going to carry this for a very, very long time, up to maybe SummerSlam, a very, very long time. Considering it's their first championship run, they're not going to drop these titles in their 4 weeks. That would just not be right. It would be unfair, and it would be too many title changes. We've already had quite a lot of tag team title changes in the last few months. I mean, the Shield lost it, the New Age Outlaws lost it, the Usos then picked it up. We had a lot of tag team titles matches. Do you really want to keep swapping this championship around, especially due to the fact that it's the Usos' first tag team championship? They waited 4 years for this, and they're really going to make them lose them only 4 weeks. Yeah. 4 weeks into their championship run. Also, it's the Usos' first WrestleMania match as being the tag team champions. Are they really going to go into their first tag team championship title defense at WrestleMania and lose? Are WWE going to put them to lose on their first WrestleMania 30 tag team championship match? No, you can't do that. This is the Usos, they're young upcoming stars. If they were going to go into their first WrestleMania 30 tag team championship match and lose, they're going to look very, very weak. These guys are very, very young. They have a bright future. It would be a huge shame if they were going to lose in their first tag team championship title defense, and especially their first tag team match at WrestleMania 30. But also, of course, it's not all about the Usos. I've told you why I think the Usos are retaining their championships. You've also got to consider the other competitors in the match. For a start off, Cesaro and Swagger. Now, they were actually rumored to be breaking up a few weeks ago, and it seems like they pulled the plug on Cesaro and Swagger breaking up, maybe because they see that the tag team division is quite slim, or they see that they needed to add some more tag team partners into this actual match. They decided to pull the plug on Cesaro and Swagger splitting up so they could add these to this match or just keep the tag team division alive. Nevertheless, they were teasing at Swagger and Cesaro breaking up. So will you really put these guys, the belts on these guys? Are we really made to believe that they're going to go on a long title reign if we were teased at them breaking up only a few weeks ago? Are we convinced that these guys are a unit? Are we convinced that they're sticking around for much longer? Do you want to be putting the tag team titles on Jack, Swagger and Cesaro, considering they were probably actually even breaking up? They might even have had a WrestleMania match against each other. Are you going to put the titles on them, who were maybe even possibly have broken up? And maybe the fact that they're in this matches because they decided that they weren't going to do the Swagger versus Cesaro match. Maybe they just threw them in this match because there was no space on the card to have Swagger and Cesaro. Maybe they've only just been thrown in this match. So that would be another reason why they're not winning the tag team titles. Maybe they've just been put in here because there was no other space for them on the card. Also, Ryback and Curtis Axel were former Paul Heyman guys, so they have a good name for themselves, but they don't seem like a tag team. These guys are pretty much a tag team. I just said they don't seem like a tag team, but yeah, they just don't seem like a tag team. They've been thrown together because there's nothing else for them. They don't have particularly good gimmicks. They're literally only a tag team, so it's an excuse to give them more TV time. If you have them come out together, then you can both utilize them at the same time. There really wasn't anything else for them in the WWE, so they threw them together as a tag team and hoping to use them as a tag team. Since the division is so slim, they put these two guys together to make one more tag team. They really don't seem like they have any chemistry or anything keeping them together. So really, they're never going to win the tag team championships, to be honest. They don't seem like a tag team. They're not going to be around for much longer. These guys certainly aren't picking up the tag team titles on the pre-show of WrestleMania 30 and probably never will. I won't be surprised if these guys break up in the next few months, because really, were people interested in them in the first place? Not really. Los Matadores, they're never winning. They'll never win the tag team championships. They're just not a gimmick that represents a title. They're put out there to entertain. Yes, anybody in the WWE is put out there to entertain, but it's in a PG-ish kind of silly way that's supposed to entertain kids rather than carry a championship. They're not the correct material for any championship, especially the tag team championship. They don't seem like the guys to carry the tag team division. They're really not. It's their gimmick. It's how they're portrayed. They're just not. They're not winning. They've literally just been thrown in here to make up the numbers. So, it all points towards the Usos defending and retaining their WWE Tag Team Championships. They're also the most over tag team in this match as well. So, they obviously, they get the most interest from the universe. So obviously the tag team champions will retain, I do believe. What do you guys think? My prediction is the Usos will retain their WWE Tag Team Championships. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching, take care, and as always, spite your hair. To enter the competition to win the WWE Royal Rumble 2014 DVD or Blu-ray, you only have to do these 4 simple steps. 1. Like the video. 2. Subscribe to me on YouTube. 3. Follow me on Twitter. And 4. Comment DVD or Blu-ray.